How's it going, everybody? Rob right here today, and we are back with our Oakland Athletics franchise mode here in MLB The Show 22. And today, guys, we are in season number 2, just finished up with the draft and got another stellar draft under our belts. And in the last episode, we made a huge trade at the end of it. And I like to see your guys' comments there. I really do appreciate the feedback on that trade. And you guys said it looked like a win. And those of you that are here new for the first time, coming with me from Chell to MLB The Show, I'm excited for the summer. And if you guys are too, can we get this video to 10 likes? We're also on the road to 4,000 subscribers. So let's see if we can do that as well. But here we go, guys. Let's take a look at the draft. If you did not see the last episode, it was a great one. Well, I mean, okay, hold on. I said it was a great one for the draft. If we take a look at the standings here, it's not as great. We're only 6 games back, 7, but that's a lot of games back, guys. But I do feel like some of the moves we made at the end of the last episode were very, very good. Now, taking a look here, our first overall draft pick, Freddie Thompson, 72 overall with 91 potential at 19. Super pumped about it. Just gonna go ahead and sign him. He's gonna accept that. Andreas Salazar, our second overall pick, is gonna sign that contract as well. You can see he's a shortstop. These guys, do they not have secondary positions at the draft? Do they ever develop a secondary position? I'm not sure. But anyway, our third pick was Richard Castillo. I believe Andreas Salazar was a competitive balance pick. And then Richard Castillo, I wanted to get a little bit more power, and he's definitely got the best power of all the players that we drafted besides Nelson Kim, who I drafted because he was more MLB ready. He doesn't have the potential, but anyway, we'll go ahead and sign him as well. He's going to be that power hitting first baseman that we've been looking for. Although our first basemen are pretty good with Mancini and Mora, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. Benito Macias here, starting pitcher with 88 potential. He's a righty. He's got great velocity. He's an absolute heater. Doesn't really limit hits, gets a decent amount of strikeouts, and he's got pretty good control with his walk there, but I'm satisfied with him. And again, Nelson Kim is a guy that's going to be maybe an MLBer, I almost said NHLer, next season. You know, he's going to be ready. He's going to be just kind of platooning there for us and a solid player all around. Lee Rodriguez, the closing pitcher, is probably all ready to come to the bullpen, and we need bullpen help, guys. I've seen some comments that my bullpen is pretty bad, and I do have to agree our bullpen is less than ideal. But we will work on it. That's not that's not too concerning to me. And then Ken Owen here, starting pitcher, the worst player of the draft in my opinion. You know, at least Nelson Kim is ready right now. He's probably going to be a relief pitcher for us, but he's the final pick in the draft for us, and that's what it is. So taking a look at the recent transactions too, if you guys did not see the last episode, at the end of it, we moved on from Orlando Arcia, who I was originally very excited to get. We relief pitcher Matt Pittick and starting pitcher Ryan Cusick, yes, who we did acquire. He's got beat potential. He was pretty good. We traded him to the Royals for shortstop / third baseman Bobby Witt Jr. I'm so pumped about that trade, guys. We'll go take a look at Bobby Witt Jr. right now. He's going to play third base for us, but shortstop here, you can see he's our best shortstop. Robert Puason is going to be our shortstop. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to play third because he can. He's got great fielding. Puason's a little bit better, so I'm going to let Bobby Witt just crush from the third base spot. That fielding is great. His hitting is all around pretty solid, and you guys can see he's batting .773 this season. He was on the trade block too, so I didn't just go make this trade because I felt like getting Fangraphs number 2 projected prospect. I actually went to the trade block, and he was just on it. Francisco Mejia, is a guy that we could go after, but I mean, when I saw a teenage, he is 19, right? Like, it's insane how good he is. No, he's 22, excuse me. I don't know why he thought it was 19. But I mean, it's 79 overall at 22. I had to snap at it, right? And we could probably use some relief pitching help. So a guy like Zach Little, let's see, what would they want to get him? Kaprelian, no. Del Gaudio, no. Jordan Wicks, probably not. Sheldon Noyce, probably not. Patchy, probably not. And then Mora and Cade Cavalli. No, I probably can make my own trade a little bit better anyway, but I mean, for now, taking a look at, excess players, we don't really have too many. Soderstrom's hot, and he's growing, which is great to see. Sean Murphy is currently an all-star. Shea Langoliers is cold, but that's okay. Where is he playing right now? I think he is. He's platooning as our backup catcher, and he's not hitting well at all. Trey Mancini, I guess I could move on from him. Max Muncy is also looking pretty good, up to a 73 overall. His overall is growing. He's their Tony Kemp replacement someday. We do have plenty of third basemen, and I guess Sheldon Noyce. I mean, we got Bobby Witt Jr. to get, but for a relief pitcher he's only 27, he's 76. How's he pitching this season? 2.16 ERA and 8.8 whip, which is really good. He's pitched really good for 2 straight seasons now. Oh, do we do this deal? Sheldon Noyce has been, I mean, he's been good for us, right? Yeah, no, I can't give him up. All right, so we're not going to do that, but we are going to edit the lineups real quick. Third baseman, Bobby Witt Jr. There he is. I'm going to move him up the lineup a bit. Probably not too much because, I mean, oh my God, we don't have good hitting at all. That's somewhere we really need to improve. But he's going to bat 5th for us against righties and then against lefties. Is he going to bat here as well? I mean, he's got good power against lefties. Tony Kemp, I don't know why Tony Kemp is batting 4th. Tony Kemp, he's fine, but he's just, you know, not that great. Pablo Mora, yeah, like the top of the lineup here, like you go through 1, 2, 3, you're looking like a solid team hitting wise, right? Then you get to Joe Adell, and like he's got the power, but not the contact. Bobby Witt Jr.'s got decent contact and power, but then after that, it just kind of falls off a cliff. Sean Murphy, probably above Poisson because of his power, probably above Kemp too. I'm going to put him above Kemp, move him up the lineup there. Patchy is going to play there. Although Ramon Laureano against lefties, why is he not playing? Oh, he's injured. That's why. Ramon Laureano, who's playing center field? Joe Adell. Probably want Ramon Laureano. What is his ACL sprain? 1 to 6 days. Okay, yeah, we'll just leave him replaced like that. Patchy should be playing center field over Joe Adell anyway. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there we go. That is how it is against righties. And then Bobby Witt Jr. in there at shortstop. I don't really care about the no DH because we don't have no DH lineups anymore. But guys, I'm pretty excited about this. You can see we're really starting to grow. It's 2nd and 3rd, but the third baseman is Bobby Witt Jr. I kind of want to move him to a primary 3rd. Like, I might just edit him primary 3rd, secondary short, just so I can, you know, trust that they won't do anything crazy. General, secondary position, yeah, let's make him 3rd. Can he be 3rd/short? I'm just going to say his secondary position is second baseman. There we go. Finish. Okay, there we go. So now you can see he is our third baseman. He's a 77, so he did drop, I think, 2 overall. I'm not too concerned about that, though. So, and it also, you know, will help if we take a look at the lineups. Or, excuse me, let's go back to the trade talk screen. Yeah, so shortstop got a little worse. Third base got a little bit better. Left field, we don't really have any left fielders. I think where am I playing Nimmo? I think I might be playing Nimmo in left. Yes, I am. So I might just edit Nimmo. Again, Nimmo's a right fielder. I'll edit him so that he plays left field primarily. There we go. Accept changes. There we go. He's now to an 86, which is awesome. But that doesn't really matter personally. I think, you know, I'm going to keep playing him in those positions, and regardless. Now we got the 8th best left fielders and 25th best right fielders. So we're getting there. We definitely need to be a little bit more aggressive. I think it's a case of I'm being too passive when it comes to going after players or trading for players. Again, I want to take the realistic aspect into account. I think we had a very realistic free agency. I think the trade, you know, as long as they accept the trade, I'm not going after like Vlad Guerrero for everybody, right? So like I could potentially make a trade here. Let's go to, you know, like the Yankees. I'm not going after Giancarlo Stanton because that doesn't make sense. As much as it would be great to get him for Cole Irvin and Sheldon Noyce, right? And all of a sudden I have an 88 overall bomber in left field who just absolutely rakes. I mean, he's not a good defender, but offensively he's amazing, right? I could do that deal, but I don't think that's a deal that would actually happen in real life. I don't think Sheldon Noyce and Cole Irvin are a good fair package for Giancarlo Stanton, and I don't think that's something that the Yankees would do. But the next thing we've got coming up is the All-Star break, and then I think we'll probably get up to the trade deadline in this episode, see where we're at. I may get through the rest of the season, depending on how we are sitting at the trade deadline, but then I might wait for you guys, depending if we're in the hunt, maybe for a wild card spot. I may stop at the trade deadline anyway. Season 1 was a bit of an anomaly because I knew we were going to be awful, but now I at least want to win some games. Auto fix the AAA rotation, auto utilize Ramon Laureano. There we go. Wow. 3 straight wins there, which was pretty nice, but 4 losses. So since the acquisition of Bobby Witt Jr., 3 and 4, not what you want to see. Let's go another week. There we go. We do finally win a series. Auto that. And okay, so this week we went 4-3. So we are 500. We are 7-7 since we acquired Bobby Witt Jr. And being 500, honestly, is a step up for this team. There we go. We sweep Houston. I love to see that. A bunch of AAA injuries. Jordan, yeah, wow. There's a lot of injuries. Ooh, the Rays want Pablo Mora for shortstop Taylor Walls. Taylor Walls can't really hit. He is 26. He's pretty young. Pablo Mora is 24. He's growing. Pablo Mora is such a good hitter. Taylor Walls can't hit, and he hasn't hit in the entire save game. His WAR is just about replacement, whereas Pablo Mora, can hit. He's batting 750. I mean, we signed him as a free agent last season. Right now, his WAR is replacement, but he's really just he's a designated hitter for us, right? He's not playing first base, or is he playing first base? No, he's not. He's got a 0% fielding percentage, so clearly he's being a DH for us. But I'm going to decline this trade from the Rays. Let's get through this next few days. Jordan Wicks, that's fine. And okay, so we went 1, 2, 3, 4-2. Okay, 4-2 in that week. That's better. So what is that? 11-9 now. Okay, 2 games above 500 since the trade. I'll take it. And let's get through the end of the month here. A loss. Okay. No, I would not like to stop simulating because the AA. Danny Duffy bruised his hand. I'm going to keep him active. Christian Lopez. Oof. Oh my goodness. I'm going to auto-utilize him, but not a great end of the month there. We were doing great, but then in that stretch, what do we go? 2 and 2, 4, 6, 2 and 6. I mean, we're 33 and 51, I think it was. Ouch. Connie Nelson was hit hard. That's not what you want to see. Connie Nelson was our 99 overall or 99 potential starting pitcher. Adam Oller, okay, that's fine. And there you go. All right, so starting pitcher wise, where is he? Connie Nelson. He's one of the top prospects in all of baseball. He's growing, which is great to see. +3 on that hits per 9, which is, really his only weakness. Everything else is pretty standard. It might take him a few years to get here. Let's take a look at just sorting by potential and see how the top potential players are doing. Bobby Witt Jr., I wish I could see how he's hitting. I think he's still hitting great. He's got already surpassed his WAR of last season. Tyler Soderstrom in AAA, batting well and growing as our, minor league catcher. Cade Cavalli is growing, not a ton, but he is growing. He's pitched 58 innings so far, 171 whip. He's out of the bullpen, don't forget. Jay Langoliers is growing as well. That's what you want to see. Not hitting well at all. 270 slugging, dude. Either if it's not a single, he's not getting on base. Christian Patchy here out in center. Actually, he's actually one of our better prospects. Okay, Sean Murphy, who we do need to negotiate a new contract with, is playing pretty well, although he's arbitration eligible. Gunnar Hoglund, up to a 72. I really like him a lot. As far as starting pitching is concerned, let's sort by overall. Gunnar Hoglund should probably be in the majors over Brent Honeywell Jr., but at the same time, he's doing well. We're not going very far. Eric Lauer is killing it, and he's growing. That was a good in-season trade, if I don't say so myself. So far, 3.44 ERA, 1.37 WHIP is pretty good. Positive WAR. I mean, I'm satisfied. Duffy looks to be... How is Duffy doing? 3.39, 1.16. Okay, so the starting pitching is starting to come around. Frankie Montas is starting to bounce back to his normal self. James Kaprielian, I think the same thing for him. Yeah, he's below 6, I hope he's below 6. Good Lord. The Angels called up Jorge Mateo. Angels have called up. Okay, so the Angels looks like they're calling everybody up. Anyway, taking a look at the statistics for the team, still bad at the batting average, but, quickly could be getting better, right? Could be quickly getting better. RBIs. Home runs. How are we doing in the home? We don't have a ton of power. Yeah, we don't have a ton of power at all, but tied for 25th, I think, is an improvement. Mora leads the team in home runs, followed by Mancini. So those are our DH/first baseman. And then Brandon Nimmo is there as well. Nimmo is just so good for us. Hey, and look at that. I think we're moving up in RBIs. Love to see that. Although, games played is, per game would be interesting to see. But we're moving up. We're almost as good as the Mets. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Strikeouts. We do strike out a decent amount. Austin Pruitt, our relief pitcher, has never struck out, though. Thank you, MLB The Show, for that one. Slugging percentage, yeah, we don't have a bunch of sluggers. We need power, and I think that's something I want to do next season is focus on power. Going to ERA, we have moved up. We have definitely moved up. 442 looks good, and we're getting hot. Our pitchers are getting better. How many earned runs? Yeah, it's still, we're at the bottom of the league. It's not home runs, it looks like. I don't think, yeah, we're about average as far as home runs are concerned. 25th, yeah, it's not average, but holy smokes, the Cincinnati Reds are a really good team. For a second, I thought Molly and Castillo were both 97 overall, and I was like, that can't be right. But we don't strike out. Oh, we don't have strikeout pitchers. That is a big thing that we should probably go after. We need power and strikeout pitchers. So trade talks. I do want to edit my trade block. Trade block, update trade block. I need, yeah, second baseman probably. I wish I could... Okay, yeah, no, second baseman probably need those. Shortstop, we've got potential. Outfielders, we're fine, but we need, I wish I could say power. I know in March to October, you can say power and like control pitchers or power pitchers. You know, we definitely need strikeout pitchers. We definitely need a few more of those. Let's take a look at the trade block again. Oops, I wanted to go to all. Trade block, view trade block. Any starting pitchers? John Ross, Max Scherzer. Yeah, let's just take on the $43 million salary of Max Scherzer. That's casual. Tariq Skubal, A potential at 26. How many strikeouts? 80 strikeouts. That's about a strikeout per inning. I mean, he's not that phenomenal, although 1.4 WAR is pretty good. He plays for the Tigers. The Tigers, you guys in Detroit always seem to find a way to get good starting pitching. Just something about you guys up there. Anyway, he's on the last year of his deal. They would want a relief pitcher, a catcher. I do have some catchers that I might be willing to part with. CJ Rodriguez makes this thing almost even. And they want relief pitchers? What about Hobie Milner? Riley Gilliam. Wait, Tom Aveld. There we go. He's older. He's worse, essentially. And CJ Rodriguez. We've got plenty of catchers. You know, he's playing, I think, in AA or AAA right now. He's 22, and yes, see potential. He's growing, but we've got Soderstrom, Langoliers, and Sean Murphy, right? We don't need another catcher like that. So to get a guy like Tariq Skubal to play in the majors, who's got A potential at 26, he's a lefty. He strikes out a player about every... So 8 strikeouts per 9 innings. How are we looking on that front? Like strikeouts per 9. What is good? Strikeouts per 9. Yeah, wow. Frankie Montas doesn't... I believe Danny Duffy's our best strikeout guy. Yeah, and he's even better. Kaprelian, strikeouts per 9. Yeah, this would be a strikeout pitcher. And for... I got to do this deal, guys. 1.7 million is not that much. We still have 35 million in budget. Offer the trade to the Tigers. Sounds beautiful to me. And we just got ourselves another A potential starting pitcher. There we go. Starting pitcher. Where he at, though? Tariq Skubal. A potential with some good velocity. Does allow a few home runs, but I do like the fact that they also... Oh, we're just wearing our yellows next. I thought they were going to just vary what uniform they wear every time you click on them. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Brent Honeywell Jr. I may send down because, yeah, I'm going to move him to AAA. Yes, that's fine. So there we go. He's going to play in AAA, and Tariq Skubal is now in the majors. Let's go ahead and set up our pitching rotation here. Cole Irvin is going to flip-flop with him. Tariq Skubal. There we go. Eric Lauer is pitching fine, so I'm going to leave him there. But yeah, he's already got the most strikeouts on the team. What the heck? Yeah, I'm going to leave him in the 5 slot in the rotation because Eric Lauer has been here a little bit longer, and he's been pretty good since we got him. And good news is he won't pitch again until this game against Tampa Bay. I don't know when he pitched last, but let's go ahead and get up to that game and through it and see how we do. We have 40 players on our 40-man, and I'm not going to let it automatically assign it because the last time I let it automatically assign things, we ended up in a sticky situation. But Kirby Snead here probably doesn't deserve to be on the 40-man, so we're going to remove him from the 40-man roster. There we go. And I'm fine with that. So let's go ahead and get up, auto-fix their lineups. And the Rays are going to offer us another offer. They really want Pablo Mora, and now they're willing to give us starting pitcher Sandy Gaston. Yeah, no, I'm going to keep Pablo Mora. I really like Pablo Mora. He's a free agent that I signed at the beginning of the series. Okay, cool. They claimed Kirby Sneed off waivers. That's fine. Auto-utilized him. And there we go. Tarik Skubal, with his first appearance, gets a win. View the organization's games. Tampa Bay versus Oakland. All right, let's see. Let's go down to Oakland here. Skubal pitched a complete game shutout. 9 innings pitched, 4 hits, only 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, no earned. That is the way to make your debut, guys. That is the way to do it. Let's go ahead and go up another couple weeks here. Double-A injury. I wish I could just auto-utilize the Double-A. All right, so there we go. Ooh, the Mets have just traded Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso goes to the Pirates for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Holy smokes. Pete Alonso on the move to Pittsburgh, and the Mets get Ke'Bryan Hayes. What a deal. Holy smokes. I mean, Pete Alonso's in the final year of his deal. I wish I knew how much longer Ke'Bryan Hayes was, but I don't see that ever happening. Pittsburgh just paid him out the wazoo in real life, and Pittsburgh doesn't pay anybody. No. Skip the home run derby. No, that's fine. AL has defeated the NL. That's awesome because we are the AL in the AL. There we go. And awesome. So looking okay. We're still 18 games under 500. Transactions completed. I don't really care about this. I do want to check out the standings though. We're 3 games back of the Rangers, so we are not necessarily gonna be the worst team in the AL West. The Mariners, Astros, and Angels are probably too far out of our reach, but if we could catch up to the Rangers, I'd be very, very happy. We are a speedy team. Holy smokes. We got speed and defense. And I came into this series saying I was going to prioritize pitching and power. And I prioritized apparently defense and speed. So we definitely need to go after power coming up soon. But 27th ranked team. I mean, the rankings aren't great, but I think we're a pretty good team. I really do. Third baseman, we're 18th. Ooh, wait a second. Third baseman, Bobby Witt Jr. up to a 79 again as a pure third baseman too. So he was a 77 when I moved him there. He's now up to a 79, and he's getting that power to develop a bit. I mean, +5 against lefties, +3 against righties. Noyce is still hitting well. Second baseman, Max Muncy in the minors is he's playing in the majors, excuse me. He's got only 113 at bats, but 577. How's he doing? A little bit above replacement. He's a B. I mean, he's looking good. First baseman, Mancini. Losing a bit of that power, but I'm not too concerned. He's still got 14 home runs on the season. He's still a very, very positive influence for us. Same thing with Pablo Mora. Again, another very positive influence. I know his WAR is negative, but I wonder if that's just because of his the fact that he doesn't play defense. Lawrence Butler here, one of our draft picks. Things are looking good. I'm really excited, but we have a lot of third basemen. Holy smokes. Zach Gelof, is he ever going to be anything is the question. Or do I maybe move him for something? Maybe a relief pitcher. Zach Gelof for a relief pitcher. But Brandon Nimmo is hot. You'll love to see that. OPS of 972. This is the best season of his career. Almost above the WAR of 5 from last season. Holy smokes. Ramon Laureano, Patchy, they're fine. Billy McKinney, I believe. Yeah, no. And then Joe Adell is growing. Look at that. Like to see that. He's not growing quick enough. So I think a replacement for Joe Adell in the offseason and let Joe Adell just be the platoon player that he could be. I don't think we're going to get the most out of him. I just don't. But here we go. Second half of the season. We've played 98 games. We got about 70 to go. So let's get up through the end of the month. We don't sweep Texas, but we do pick up a game on them in that series. Auto-utilize Brent Honeywell. And can we surpass Texas here? We got one more game against them. We win it. There we go. Today is the trade deadline. And I think we're going to get through it. I think we're going to get up to the offseason here, guys. Completed transactions. And I think standings-wise, we're no longer... Oh, my goodness. We are one full game back of the Rangers. Same wins, but we've played 2 more games than they have. But we are 6-4 in our last 10, where both them and the Mariners are 3-7. We are 27-24 in the division. We have the second... We're tied for the second best record in the division, I'd have to say, because, you know, we're +3 in our win-to-loss ratio. So are the Astros. They haven't played as many games in the division as we have, and obviously the Angels are the best team in the division. But, I mean, for us to be the third best team in the division right now, we're not there yet, you know, as a record against all teams, but view all trade blocks. Can we make another trade? Austin Meadows, Andreas Jimenez. Do we want to go after another Guardians player? Because last time we did that with Arcia was not good. He's having a great season. He's OPS of 786. He's 24, second baseman. They want a catcher. We have well, I can't keep saying we have catchers. I don't think we have as many of them anymore. We probably want to go after like a relief pitcher, like a quality relief pitcher who's maybe not too old. Tyler Duffy's making 4.2. JT Chargois, pitched 32 innings for Tampa Bay this season, whip of .8. That's good. His WAR's fine. I mean, he looks pretty solid. We definitely need more strikeouts, for sure. Julian Merriweather, 1.2 from the Toronto Blue Jays. Whip is not quite as good. WAR is break even, but he does strike players out. Yeah, I don't know if that's where I want to go. Darwinson Hernandez. Definitely throws a good fastball. Ouch. Okay, yeah, maybe JT Chargois is the guy to go after here. A relief pitcher out of the bullpen. He's a switch hitter? I'm sorry, that was just weird. But he seems to be a good guy for many years. Only 1 year left on his contract, but I would gladly bring him back. He seems to be a very good reliever. So they are seeking first baseman, third baseman, and right fielders. Brody, and then do you guys want a first baseman or third base? We have a lot of third basemen. There we go. Wow, Quinn Brody and Miguel Escalona. Miguel Escalona's D potential at 65 at 26, and then right fielder Quinn Brody is 27. Yeah, he's 27 already. Kenny Wallace and at least Freddie Knotts. Can I give you guys Freddie Knotts? Wow, they want Freddie Knotts, who's got deep potential at 21. 50. Deal. The Rays finally make a deal with us. We were talking to them. They called us quite a few times. I called them once, and they were like, you know what? Let's do it. All right, so we need to send somebody off the 40-man. Andrew Miller is pitching in the majors. How is he doing? 9.2. He's not pitching like at all. He does strike players out a lot, but he also hasn't pitched any innings. Jack Weisberger. I mean, I do like the fact that he's at least a little bit. I'm gonna get Andrew Miller off the. Actually, Nick Plummer here. Yeah, we're gonna get Nick Plummer off. No, I should probably waive a relief pitcher here. Sam Selman. He's only pitched 5 innings this season. Are they not using our setup men at all? Jack Weisberger has pitched 18 innings, 4.91. I mean, yeah, I can't really blame Andrew Miller. I mean, he's given up a couple runs, 8 runs in less than 7. Oh, God. I mean, he strikes out, but again, not removed from the 40-man. That's fine. There we go. And then our roster relief pitchers. We've now got our best reliever here in JT Chargois. Let's check the pitching rotation. Chargois in the middle reliever slot. Cole Irvin is there with Cade Cavalli. Cole Irvin, he's a lefty, but we need righty starting pitching, actually, which is a surprising thing I've never thought I'd say. 122 innings pitched. He's pitched well, to be fair, but, you know, maybe we could see what we could get for Cole Irvin, right? Make a trade. Cole Irvin, starting pitcher. He's kind of surplus to requirements at this point. I don't think it changes based on the team. But is there a team seeking starting pitching? The Phillies are seeking starting pitching. Do they have anybody like a second baseman maybe? Rhys Hoskins, no. Third base, no, we don't need third baseman. Don't really need shortstops. Maybe a right fielder, Bryce Harper. Yeah, I'm not paying his salary though. Thank you very much. Juan Soto. Yeah, it didn't work. Darn, what a surprise. Michael Conforto. Just bring the whole Mets, you know, outfield from a few years ago. Let's bring in Aaron Judge. Let's do that. Again, Hunter Renfroe, power. He's definitely got power. They want a little bit more, and his $8 million salary is a lot. It's not bad, but it is a lot. Dylan Carlson, great contact hitter, slappy boy. 809, and then we could probably package him. They want a shortstop too. Do we have excess shortstops? Ooh, closer. Close? No. Okay. They want catchers. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to get Dylan Carlson, guys. I just don't. Taking a look at the Rockies. Zach V. Ooh. Wow, he is very, very good. He bats lefty. Very well-rounded all around. But Mookie Betts. We'll go after Mookie Betts. There we go. Yeah, apparently I'm overvaluing. Will Myers might be a good guy to go after. How does he hit? He's got 40 RBIs, 15 home runs, OPS of 781. I like that. Negative WAR. Don't like that. Mitch Haniger, a power hitter for sure. 737 here. Negative WAR. Yikes. 19 home runs. He's definitely a power hitter, but again, at the same time, I mean, they want a little bit more. So that's a deal we could do. 5.9. I'm not scared off by that. Alex Verdugo, we're not getting. Just straight up. Manuel Margot, not a power hitter. Teoscar Hernandez, ooh. They want more, and they're seeking second baseman and center fielders. I don't really have second baseman. I don't really have center fielders. Mac Denton, who we just drafted. Patchy, no thanks. Okay, so we'll keep looking. Right fielders, I know I don't have to be exclusively. Franmil Reyes, absolute bomber against righties. Holy smokes. And he's pretty solid against lefties, too. His OPS, though, not what you'll want to see in a negative 1.1 WAR. I'm not going to get fleeced by the Guardians again. Outfielders, though, Riley Green, no. Victor Reyes, no. Miles Straw. We got, ooh, he's on the IL. Let's go ahead. Tigers, no. Royals, we look at the Royals? Anthony Santander, pretty good. Simulates well, and a positive WAR. I am going to give them an outfielder of my own. I think, yeah, definitely Brock Lundqvist, who's 59, 27D. I like this. Anthony Santander instantly comes in, will instantly start in right field for us, can play anywhere. His contract, 3.8 million's a bit more than I'd, like to spend, but again, it's not that bad considering, what we are. I mean, 1.2. I really like Anthony Santander. For Cole Irvin and Brock Lundqvist, our salary's going to go, our budget's going to go down by 500,000. 400,000. I'm not worried about it. Submit the trade. Sounds like a good deal to us. There we go. And I'm very, very happy with that one. And now if we go to our lineups, we can, instead of Joe Adell, bring in Anthony Santander, who is an absolute power hitter, which is something we desperately needed. Look at that, 80 power, and he's got good vision. I like this trade. He's a switch hitter too. Ooh, baby, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with this deal. Yeah, he's gonna still bat, I think, because his contact's not quite as good as Mancini, but versus lefties, Joe Adell on the bench. There we go. Anthony Santander, come on in, my friend. All right, I think we've made some really good deals. A contact against lefties. Let's move you up for sure. Sean Murphy. Yeah, Bobby Witt's gonna stay where he is, and he's hot right now. He is hot. Ooh, we love to see that. 2.0 WAR. Guys, I'm really happy with how things are going. That's the end of the trade deadline, I think, for us, and I think we're pretty good. Auto fix the AAA, and ooh, Boston. Boston's a pretty good team though. That's a close series. Ooh, we did absolutely get wrecked. Skubal, didn't want to see that one. All right, so let's get up another 2 weeks here. A few days. We're gonna keep him active. Auto utilize him. That's fine. Yikes. We are not winning a lot of games here. There we go. We won a series. We're gonna auto utilize him again, auto utilize Lopez. And okay, so we're 54 and 75. We're ahead of Texas. We are not the worst team in the division. Let's see here. Do we have any information? Tyler Soderstrom raked. That's what you want to see. Riley Gilliam. I don't know if he's Alex Tunick. Is Alex Tunick worth? I forget who I actually should be caring about and not sometimes. So completed. There we go. Oh, they called up Nick Lodolo. Interesting. And contract extensions. Let's talk to Sean Murphy now. Make an offer. 12.9 million a year. 2 years. He's only looking for 8.7. We'll do that. We'll do the 8.7 for 2 years, I think. 8.7 for 2 years and kind of bury the hatchet. 8.8. We'll bury the hatchet kind of thing. And there we go. Tyler Skubal, make him an offer. Man, lefty, 5 years, 3 years. He's only looking for 3.9 a year. I'd be happy with 3.9 a year for a guy like him. He's got major interest, so let's bump it down to... when does... He is close to home. Is he from... Oh, Skubal. They both accepted. Holy smokes. Bobby Witt Jr. He wants... Holy smokes. We sign him for 4 years. I'll give him the 4.1 million a year because that 5th year looks... He wants 30 million if I get him up to 5 years. He wants 4.1 a year. And actually, he's got max interest at 12.5. I'd definitely do that. And he's arbitration eligible. 3.3 a year. I'll give him 3.1 a year. Done deal. And I think everyone else... Do we want to... Yeah, I think I want to keep signing these players. Eric Lauer, bring him back. That might not be one I want to do. Anthony Santander, we'll see how he plays. Shea Langoliers, we will bring him back. Oh, he is a platoon player? For sure. Robert Poisson, 2 years. Beautiful. Max Muncy, we'll give him a contract, 2 years as a platoon player, and it's renewable. Chargois is our best reliever. Let's do 2 years at 1.7 per year. We'll do 1.8. There we go. Done deal. Cade Cavalli. You know what? At 60,000 a year, I can do that. Gunnar Hoglund. Same thing for him. Santander, Eric Lauer. I feel like if I sign Lauer, we have a log jam at starting pitching. Let's go ahead and take a look at starting pitchers. It's Montas, Kaprelian, Duffy. Duffy might be on his way out. Skubal, but then I also want to leave room for Gunnar Hoglund to come up and play, Jordan Wicks to come up and play, Enlow or Connie Nelson to come up and play. So I think we might let Eric Lauer go. He's 26. He's a year older than Skubal, but he's not got quite the potential. He's a very well-rounded pitcher, but again, I don't think we need as many lefties, which is something I never thought I'd say. But there we go. Let's get to the end of the month, get through August. And 56 and 79. How are we looking now? Transactions completed. That's fine. Standings. There we go. We're 25th now. We finally are moving up. 7th in defense, 4th in speed. So we got a defensive and speedy team. Contact and power are looking better. And okay, I'm pretty happy about this. I don't think we're going to catch a team like the Mariners, but we could definitely catch the Orioles. And oh my God, the Yankees. Good Lord, Yankees. We could catch them for sure. And to say that we had a season better than the Yankees, I'd be happy about that. And then in the West, we could probably pass the Rockies. We're already better than the Diamondbacks, Pirates, and Nationals, but we could definitely see here. So let's go ahead, get through another week. We'll auto fix the 28-man, auto fix rotation in the AAA, auto fix the pitching staff in the AA. Can we get some good wins going here? I feel like 2, 3, 3 and 4 is not what you want to see in a week. But okay, the Dodgers, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. 1 to 2 months? Oh, I hate that for Anthony Santander. And now we don't really get to see how he did. Auto fix the lineups, auto fix the 28-man, auto fix everything. We're at the very end of the season here. We're gonna activate him for sure. I don't want him on the bench though. Let's go ahead. Transactions. Oh, let's go lineups. Okay. Pablo Mora leadoff. I mean, I'm okay, I guess. Santander. Oh, he's got a broken shin and he cannot be moved at this time. Okay, that's fine. And we just need to get to the end of the season here, guys. We're only a few games away, so let's get to the end of the season. Auto fix the active roster. Auto it. He's got a blister. Let him be. Minor league playoffs are starting. James Kaprelian is no longer injured. And there we go. So we 395. How is the GM contract thing looking? Because I'm starting to get worried. They sent Joe Adell down, which I guess is fine. League leaders. Nimmo led in triples and walks. Oh, good. The Nimmo one looks really, really good. Sean Murphy won the Gold Glove. I'm glad to have him back too. GM goals. GM rating is going up. We finished 63 and 99 last. Tell me we only improved by 1 win. 64 and we really only improved by 1 win, but I feel like this team is good enough to start contending soon. I mean, you saw our lineups, right? They're pretty good. I think we definitely need to improve again with the power still, but we've got prospects, we've got players to look out for. Probably look to make a couple decent moves in free agency. I like the pitching rotation for sure. Montas, Duffy, I mean, look at this: Skubal, Lauer, Kaprelian, all up to an 80. Gunnar Hoglund's a 74. Cavalli not doing as great as I thought. I took him in the Rule 5 draft, but we've got some really good prospects too coming up, guys. I really think the pitching is gonna get there. Danny Duffy, 34. I mean, he had a good season. We will recap everything at the start of the next episode, which is the off season. But guys, that's all the time I have for this one. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, free for all.